Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This is an update on the algo trading system. In the last video, I have shown you what is the plan to implement, how I would like to implement, and also I have shown you the timelines when I will implement what task, right? So right now I am working on two different tasks. One is to finalize the trading algorithm, which should be finished by end of this month, and the other one I am working on is to log in securely into the trading account through APIs. This is supposed to finish by this week, which is by tomorrow. I just started working on the second one. I have done some work on the first one. I'm trying to finalize the trading algorithm, but it's just a beginning. I'm looking into multiple videos, reading some books, and trying to figure out a best suitable working algorithm. Um, but right now in this video, I will update you about how I am progressing on this uh, API access, right? I just started as I told earlier. I just looked at the documents. I have an account with Fyers, so I'm going ahead and trying to figure out how we can use the Fyers APIs. While I'm doing that, I went into something. I understood that something that I need to do apart from just simply using their APIs and uh, try to set up the system. So I'll go through this is the documentation of Fyers APIs. They have given some introduction, and then I think this is kind of request response structure they have given for somebody who already know about it, how to use it kind of thing. And I think this is we have to start at this point of time where documentation where they have talked about how to create the app. I think this should have been the starting point, but somehow they have given some response request structures at the beginning and then went to describing how to create apps. And they have shown like two different types of applications can be created. One is individual application and the other one is third party applications. Individual applications is something that we can create and use for our personal use. Like I created it, I have the login, I will log in and I will do the trades. That is the individual app. Whereas third party app is something that you would allow other users to log in to Fyers via the system that we are building. This is something like I'm doing some business where I have some clients who are also clients of Fyers. So I can allow my clients to log into Fyers and trade over 5 years, right? It is something similar to small case where they have these small cases. People can log in and purchase one small case and invest using their own brokerages like 5 years or Zerodha. But this is not something that we are going to build. Our interest is to build an algo trading system, so we want only an individual app. So our point of interest is this, and they have shown the example how to log in, how to create an app, right? So the first step they have told is to log into the API dashboard, click on the create app, provide the following details. That's what they have shown here, right? So I tried to do that. This is the dashboard here. I clicked on it in a new tab. Let's go to that one, and I have this one. I don't know if I am already logged in. It is showing that probably it is there from my previous login, but ultimately even once we log in, we will reach this page, and this is the same thing as what they have shown in the documentation, create app. So I can give my own app name, and I have to give a redirect URL. And if you see, I have to give a webhook URL. This is where I was kind of stuck because um, redirect URL, if you see, right, they have given some information about it, about the redirect URI. The user will be redirected to the redirect URI after successfully logging in using the Fyers credentials. The redirect URI should be in your control as the authentication token is sensitive information. This is something that alarmed me because they are clearly saying that this should be in our control. And also there was another place where they showed that you don't use publicly available URLs like google.com and all. Provide a redirect URI which is in your control rather than public endpoint such as google.com. So this means that it is safer to have our own URI. Though in this example they have given trade.fyers.in as a redirect URL for a testing app. I can probably do that to test my login and this entire process of using the APIs. Probably I can create something like a test app, and then I can create something like this as the redirect URL, and try to probably go ahead with create the app and all. I can do that, but ultimately, since I won't be able to use this in my trading system, I need to figure out a better way. Either I should create my own URL, which I don't think I will do. The other option I figured out is to start a web server on my local host itself. I think I need to set up some web server like Apache web server or something, and use localhost as the URL to redirect, so that it will be little more safer than using somebody else's URL. I am inclined to setting up my own web server to redirect the requests or the login requests to the URL. And there is something also here about the webhook URL, right? This is also something new for me. I never knew what a webhook URL is. So what I learned is webhook URL is similar to an API, but it works in a little different way. In an API, I have to go and keep polling or keep checking for information, whereas in webhook URI or URL, webhook as a concept, we provide the URL to the person who has the information, and they will send us the information to that URL whenever something happens. Like for example, if I have started it, if I given a buy order, right? Whether that is executed or not, how do I know? I have to, if I'm using APIs, I have to keep calling that same API, like what is the status of the trade, what is the status of the trade, whether it is executed or not executed or not. I get to keep checking if I have to use APIs. Whereas in webhook, the concept of a webhook, I would have already provided him a URI where once the some event happens, that event I can select here. You can see pending, rejected, cancelled, trader, a combination of all these events, any event or a bunch of required events. When that event happens, they themselves will give us information saying that okay, this event happened. Now once that I know this event happened, I can go and do something else after the event happens, instead of keep checking whether that event happened or not. I think this is a useful thing to have. I never mm, knew this kind of thing existed, and I never used it any time before. So this is also an interesting concept. I would like to use this concept. For that also I need a secure URL. I can't give some third party's URL here. Probably here at least I can give in the redirect URL. I don't know what happens if I really give this index.html from the traders trade Fyers.in. It might work, but I'm not sure if I can give similar thing here. I don't know. Uh, so it's always better to have our own URLs, so that URLs, so that it works in a seamless manner even in the real trading system. So the task is, like if you see earlier I said that I will complete this in 1 week, but now I have this additional task of setting up the web server. I don't know how much time it would take, but still I'll try to complete this task by tomorrow, which is 5th of June. So this is the update I wanted to share with you. I'll come back with another video once I set up the web server, and then I create this app, right? I'll create one more video on the web server part, and then probably another video once I complete this task of creating the app and logging in securely. Thank you all. Bye.